Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming with another Tom Clancy's The Division beta video. I'm actually going to team up with my former roommate, Pommes, and I'm going to show you whatever we do. I guess we're doing a mission, field hospital or something like that. Anyway, I'll be right back. And I'm back, and we decided to do first the hospital. He did it already a couple of times. And I'm sorry for the lags here in the beginning. I didn't have it in the game, so I guess that's my recording software who had some little problems just right there. So when you enter the hospital, there's like the nice animations. Like there are no loading screens, but you saw the door blowing up, and you enter through like a little hallway where nothing happens. And I think that was the laggy part here from which the software showed. When it's actually get loaded in the it's like an instance instant like in World of Warcraft or other MMORPGs, because even though there are quite a lot of people online and probably some of them are doing the hospital mission as well, they are not actually in the same hospital. So that was just the initial attack, just a very small one. Downstairs, you then go just through the building and loot stuff, and then you're here in the upper floor of the Madison Square Garden. I think that's like the playfield, and there are quite a lot of enemies coming in there in the background. Yeah, and like you see, I think I don't know if this is just because of the beta, or this will be the same in the full release game, because I had really some trouble keeping my aim on target. You see me like wobbling around. I use quite a lot of ammunition. I use quite short fire burst fire modes, so not to stay on the trigger and empty the magazine for no good reason. And also the grenade menu, to actually select the grenade, it's just like pressing and holding G, so you can choose which grenade you want to throw. I think that's it's like console optimized, and with the mouse it was quite hard to do. I mean, I could get a Xbox controller and hook it up to my computer, but I'm a mouse and keyboard guy. I never got really used to controllers. I played Halo on Xbox One for quite some while, but that's about it. That's the only shooter I actually played on a console. Well, that's not completely true. I played Metal Gear Solid, I think all of them. I actually bought a PlayStation 3 just to play Guns of Patriots a couple of years back. Unfortunately, the PlayStation 3 died when lightning hit my house and killed everything else. But I didn't realize that the PlayStation also got fried, because I never used it except as a Blu-ray player, and I wasn't watching any Blu-rays for a while, so I couldn't put that one for the insurance, and therefore I just threw it away, because I can't get another one. I could get a PlayStation 4 in a couple of months when I get the salary and everything, but like I said, I'm a PC gamer. I'm not a one for consoles. We will see what the future brings, but in the near future I won't get a console. Anyways, after this floor down there, you go up here with an elevator. And you just saw that there was like a little loading screen. It turned black for a short second, and it's lagging here again. So I think I have to do something with my recording software for future Tom Clancy videos, Tom Clancy's The Division videos. Because I never had the problems in other games. Well, Ark has the problems from time to time, but there the screen freezes completely, and I'm used to it. It happens to other YouTubers as well, but I haven't seen any other YouTubers getting lags like this. So we are now like in the VIP area of Madison Square Garden, I would say, and there are the enemies back there, and you just see the hostages run away. I threw a flashbang there, but I think I hit something that blew up as well. So you hear Pommes in the background in Swiss German telling me that it probably wasn't a smart idea to throw a grenade where the hostages were. We didn't kill any of the hostages, but he's completely right. You should never throw a grenade if there are any civilians in close proximity. I defended myself and said it was a flashbang, but yeah, well, something else blew up back there. So we took those guys out. You see me always keep hitting the reload button. You don't want to get around the corner with an empty weapon and run into some enemies. So you see here are the civilians, the hostages, which managed to kind of flee onto this position. And over the radio we hear that the guys outside are pinned down by a gunner on the roof. So the hostages will go out the way we came in, because we cleared that area. And we have to clear the way to the roof and then clear the roof. So we go towards, I think that looks like a kitchen or like a bar or something. We fight our way through here, and that was actually it. The initial enemy contact we had. And yeah, you see, you can actually glitch into each other when you're climbing ladders. That looked a bit interesting. So we are now on the technical floor, where for the games, I guess, the technicians run around and have for the electronics, for the big TV screen in the middle of the field, over the field. I think that's if I walk out here, I think you can see it hanging there. It would be in the middle there. I didn't actually look at it. I'm sorry about that, guys. So we go through here and we have to go to the roof. And on the roof you will encounter like a boss fight. Big heavy machine gunner. But yeah, you'll see him here in a second. We still have to go around. And go upstairs. Restock my ammunition there. Luckily it's very conveniently placed there. If you keep pressing the spacebar, you are actually moving into the next cover. You'll see that here in a second. I threw another flashbang. Wasn't paying attention. I thought I had the frag grenades loaded, and I'm all out of grenades now. I think that was actually one of my grenades. That was my last grenade though. I should have saved them for the end boss there. You'll see him in a second as soon as I take him into my crosshairs. Those guys are baseball bat swinging maniacs, brutes, or grunts, or whatever you want to call them, who run up to you, and they do quite a lot of damage if they get you in the position. And you see there a level 4 heavy machine gunner on the little upper roof there. So I was in kind of cover and took some shots, so Pommes could move up and also take some shots. I actually draw fire from the machine gun from the gunner. At the moment the gunner is focused on Pommes, and now he actually went one floor down to come a bit closer. I don't know if that's scripted or if this is AI and he realized he couldn't really hit us from up there. So he actually moved up a little bit. And yeah. Should have reloaded there when I was taking cover from the shots. Used the time instead of emptying my magazine and then going cover and reload. The boss fights are not really hard. At least this one wasn't in the beta. I probably would have managed him alone as well. You just have to take down his armor. You saw the little white bars on top of his health bar, which was yellow at the beginning. That's actually his armor. Most enemies are not armored on the head. So even if they have armor, if you manage to get some headshots in, you do a very good amount of damage and you actually take them down. We completed the mission, we took out the gunner and everything on the roof. I grabbed some more loot here. And only thing left to do is actually to go back through that doorway. You rappel down the side of the building. No, you don't. You rappel down an elevator shaft, and in the end you come back out downstairs and through the front entrance of the hospital. And yeah, that's about it for this mission. I'm going to show you the other mission as well, But I'm going to do another cut here, so I bring you guys back right in a second. And I'm back, and this is actually the second mission. And the only other main mission you can do for the technical wing. In the beta you just can get the technical wing and the, what's it called, the medical wing upgraded or started to upgrade. So and this is for the technical wing to actually start main power in our base again, so we are not just on emergency powers. And you saw here, on the way here we did some side missions, and I didn't know what I shot there. I see it now in the video. If I would have pressed Q, I could have detonated a bomb over there. It was one of my missions. And you see, at the cleaners you can actually shoot at the flamethrower tank and they blow up nicely. You will see it here in a second. You go actually in this mission you go down into the sewer systems or subway systems to just get the main power grid back operational. And yeah, like I said, we did some side missions or encounter missions on the way here. And I found a M2409 machine gun and a basic sniper rifle. Don't remember which it's called right now, and I can't see it on the screen, and I don't want to mess up saying something wrong. Sorry about that. So I did quite a couple of cuts here and there in this mission, because between it's kind of, you're just walking around. And now at the moment I'm using my machine gun, and you see the spray of it is just horrible. It's even worse than with the M4, which is kind of realistic. I mean, you see there I got his tank again. And the other guy's tank as well, but he died while the other guy exploded, and his tank explodes anyway. So these guys can be, if you can hit the tanks, it's nice. They can do quite a lot of damage to friendlies. For you enemies, but for those guys friendlies. So we are going in here, and that's like a construction site for another subway station, I would say. So I tried to follow him down here, missed the escalator completely, and we are encountering some more bad guys here. By the way, guys, after this mission I also did record some Dark Zone gameplay, which will come up in a future video. It might be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. With the sniper rifle, if you get some headshots in, you can do quite a lot of damage. Of course, it's an RPG and not a shooter, which means a headshot is not an instant kill. It just does a very big amount of damage, so you can take down enemies quite fast if you hit them in the head. And like I said, when we were on the hospital roof, most enemies, if they are armored, the head is not armored of them. If you run in on close quarters with the machine gun, with the heavy machine gun, you can do quite a lot of damage there, actually. About the looting system, for him there was something different than for me, and you saw when he picked it up, I still could pick up my stuff. So so the loot system is, I don't know how to explain it or how to describe it. For every player differently or single, so you can't kind of steal each other's loot. It might be that one enemy drops loot for both of you guys, but it can be, or for all four of you guys if you play in a 4-man squad. But there is also the possibility that like if you kill 5 guys, maybe 2 of them have loot for you, maybe 1 of them have loot for another guy, maybe 1 guy has loot on everybody, but still you can't steal the loot, so he doesn't see what drops for me and I don't see what drops for him. So here we are trying to get further on into the subway, and that's just like the last enemy. Now there was like I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes of just walking through tunnels. The ambiente is very nice, guys, so it looks gorgeous. Well, gorgeous, there were like, I don't know how many dead bodies there, but I mean, the graphic is very nice. It looks nice. You saw there, I got a headshot in, and I think I did some critical damage. Unfortunately, his incendiary grenade set me a little bit on fire, which isn't so good for me. But my friend Pommes took care of everybody already. So we are waiting here for a moment and then move on upstairs. And I think there is the first control room. Yes, it is. Where we do like the reset of the power grid. So you come into this room to your left, and there is nobody in there, or at least for us there was nobody in there, and you just hit the wrong button here. I took out my shield. I wanted to press F, not E. Some games E is interact, some other games is F. So you see we turn back on the power in this section, or in this sector. A little further on we are up here, encounter some more enemies, get a nice headshot in, which was an instant kill. There is a guy with a riot shield or with a ballistic shield. I guess it's more a ballistic shield, because if you shoot at the shield you don't do quite a lot of damage to him. So in this mission this part of the mission we are in radio contact with the guy we are trying to rescue, which is explaining stuff to us. And my friend Pommes just explained to me, you just have to pick up this thing, and it's like a relay or like a fuse box or anything. You put it in here, and when you put it in here it automatically connects. You see the spark there, and the electricity starts up in this sector as well, of which powers a part of the city. So if you power it up, the door opens on the back, a few bad guys come in, but nothing really major. Well, my friend did quite a lot. You saw the petrol tank there, or the gas tank, the jerry can. You can blow it up. You can blow up quite a lot of stuff. Also, if you shoot on, what's it called, on fire extinguisher, they blow up as well. I think that opens some tactical gameplay, because I think the fire extinguisher does something similar to flashbang if it's in the right vicinity. So then you move on, we encountered something else here. Those are purple enemies, or at least for me they are purple. I didn't ask Pommes what color they have for him. Level 6 for me. I'm still level 6 now as well, okay? And they are shielded. There is a one red guy between. I think maybe because they are shielded they are purple. The shielded guys were purple. They're probably like some mini bosses or something like that. But anyway, we managed to clear them out quite easily. The guy on the top there, he dropped something green for me. You see there the green light pillar going up into the sky. He didn't drop anything for Pommes. So I'm going up there to actually get it. There were a couple more enemies back there. Ignited another tank of this guy's back, but you see Pommes is just engaging the enemies from a high advantage. I also hit this guy's tank again. You see me switching between sniper rifle and LMG quite a lot, or actually I think it's not even an LMG. I think the M249 is I think it's a heavy machine gun, not a light machine gun. There I figured out what my sticky bomb does, so if I press Q I can fire it, if I press Q again it detonates. I did that by accident. I wanted to actually go into sniper mode, and I have to do a little bit of fiddling with the controls, with the button settings, because to get actually into sniper mode you have to press tab stop. The tab button, which enables you aiming down this side or actually looking through the scope. According to my buddy Pommes, you can put the scope on any weapon and it works on every. So I could put the same scope on my M4 and it would do the same, and this flamer guy just came out of nowhere. Luckily he did barely do any damage to me, even though Pommes said he put the mission on hard, so if you enter the mission you can choose on which difficulty level you want to do it. And apparently you can repeat the mission to get more what's it called, to get more supplies, to actually start to increase, to upgrade your base of operations, forward operation base. the thing you saw at the beginning of the video. With the... whoa. That was a nice shot. The red barrel. Anyway guys, at this part of the mission we had to carry the fuse box from down there where he grabbed it all the way through here. While he is carrying the fuse box, he is just able to use his sidearm, the pistol. I don't know if he's still on the standard pistol or if he picked up a better one. He has been already to the dark zone before this video. He was level 7 when we started and I was still level 5, so that tells you something. So we connect that up here, and which opens the last sector of this mission. It opens this door back there and you come into this room. There you see the guy up in the control center. I don't recall his name. He will be, after this mission, he will be in your base in the technical sector. And here we had just to defend ourselves after he powered up the rest of the city. First it all gets dark and then it starts back up. So I'm still in cover up here while Pommes is down there with, I think he's using the AK. I'm just going nuts with the sniper, not really aiming down the through the scope. Just try to use it in this mode. This one I actually aimed. I think I tried to go for the gas tank again, and there's a guy down there. I actually thought Pommes had killed him, but he was very surprised that he got melee attacked right back there. But we managed to do it. So there are, I think there are 4 or 5 waves coming in from always a different direction. You saw the first one directly under me. The second one was from the top left. This one comes from this, from the top on this door. Top right corner from my position now, like the stairs you see back there. And I think the last wave which is coming in now is through the elevator. Sorry. Through this elevator door, and we did do quite nicely in the beginning, but that's like the boss of this level. Huge guy with a flamethrower, and I'm in a little trouble here with this riot shield guy. Have to switch weapons, try to run, try to take some cover there. Luckily I managed to get him in range for melee attack. Well, he just closed in. So I thought maybe this big guy I can shoot the tank as well. Luckily this cover actually saves me from his flamethrower. Changing back to the sniper rifle. And he actually has a tank on the back which will blow up, but it doesn't take him out. It took away some of his shield, but not all. And all the rest of the tanks are actually not inflatable or not explodable by your fire. I don't know if I maybe would have aimed on his side. There were like 2 jerry cans hanging from his belt. If I maybe would have hit one of those jerry cans, it would have detonated, resulted in a second detonation, and you would be able to take him down a little bit quicker. I will try that out for sure, if I do rerun this mission in another day. But I nearly have actually done everything you can do in the beta, but the game will release I think in 2 or 3 weeks, at the beginning of March. And so far I'm not quite sure if I'm going to buy it, guys. I like it, it was fun, especially with my buddy here in TeamSpeak, and you can cover each other, and we were in the dark zone, just like 2. At some point we picked up one other guy who just like followed us all around all the time anyway, and then at one point asked us for a group, to join our group. So we picked him up, but you will see that in the next video. Well, anyway, that was this mission. If you go into your inventory during you're in this elevator, and there is actually a loading screen. So I don't know whoever told me that there are no loading screens in this game. Did lie a little bit. So there are a few loading screens, but they're not huge, they're not really long. You saw it went quite fast. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you did like the video. If you did, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. The links are in the video description. And like always, one more time, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.